We are checking in with Team Our Superior Lifestyle as part of our My Best Me fitness journey. Now, we've got a little bit of the small crew here this morning, but that's okay. Sarah, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
We have some people traveling, and we've had some, things pop up this morning, but that's okay because life happens, right?
Yep. We've got the flu going on this week, and we've got some work commitments that people couldn't get out of, so here I am pulling it by myself.
Well, that's the important thing of having a team like this, because, I mean, Mike and Elisa are contestants, of course, have the great team of you and Christy and Dr. Sean. Really, someone's always there if you need help.
Right. Absolutely. We've really, this past couple of weeks, and like you just said, being on a team, we're very engaged with one another. So Christy knows exactly what I'm doing with the meal plan. She kind of, checks in on what I'm doing. I check in on what she's doing. And then, Sean, he's got his thing going on, but we talk with the contestants of what's going on there. So this past couple of weeks, specifically the past 2 weeks, has really given us some things that we've needed to hone in on and critique. And Mike had a slight injury, and he's hitting goals, and that's the thing with it. And so the one thing I've really been impressed with both of them is they've been like killing their goals this week. They've had things that could give them setbacks. They've had sickness. Mike had a slight injury. But what used to would have taken them out of the game, they're like, okay, what do we need to do? Let's fix this. What can we do? So I know Mike went in this week with Dr. Sean and, got a little bit of special treatment and stuff like that.
So we're seeing what normally, like you said, would have been setbacks, would have been places where maybe they would have quit.
Right.
But it's actually pushing them harder now.
Absolutely. When I've said this at this table a couple of times, when we started this, people think that you're supposed to just lose tons of weight super fast or whatever. We can put them on programs to do that. They have been slow and steady. They've been losing weight. They've been losing body fat. But the thing that we're really, me and Christy both, and I think Dr. Sean as well, that we're trying to get them to focus on is set goals and then work towards those goals that's outside of the weight loss.
Right.
Don't let the weight loss be at the forefront, because when you do, that scale is going to disappoint you. You're going to hit plateaus. Lisa, she just hit a plateau, and so they had weigh-ins yesterday, and so she didn't lose the weight that she had wanted to lose, and so she was obviously very disappointed. I love that, because that gives me a time to get in and be the fitness nerd and the health nerd that I am to say, okay, let's see what else we need to do. Let's change it up a bit.
Well, and with Elisa, I mean, the scale number maybe wasn't what she wanted, but every other number dropped. I mean, she still lost body fat percentage.
Well, if you are following Elisa, look at her Facebook page, and she's posted a picture that makes her almost unrecognizable. I mean, she has her first picture, and then she has a picture that she took about 2 weeks ago, and I don't care what the scale says, this woman is killing it.
Yes.
So, and Mike's the same way. He posts videos every week, and at first I saw, a lot of weight and everything here, and he's starting to just really slim up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I hate the scale.
I do too.
Yeah.
I try not, and I go by the way my clothes fit.
Yeah.
And different characteristics like that. But you mentioned we're all going to hit a plateau. That's perfectly normal in a weight loss journey.
Right.
That just means that what you've been doing is working.
Absolutely.
And so that means just time to adjust. I mean, that's a good thing though to hit a plateau.
Yeah. One thing that we've done, so over the past 2 weeks, I mentioned Mike's injury. He hit a goal of a running goal. So here's Mike, started at 409 pounds. Most people would look at him and be like, you're not running anywhere. Right. And this dude is running, and for him to get to where he's running a full mile consistently without stopping.
I can't even do that.
I don't care what the scale says if he is making things like that. And then Elisa, this week, I love that she calls me and she's like, hey, I'm tired. And it's like, well, that's a good thing, but let's look at your supplements. Let's look at, other things. There's so much more to this journey than what the scale says.
Right. Like you mentioned, Elisa saying she was tired, is your body getting what it needs?
Magnesium, potassium, vitamin D. I mean, we're in Seattle or something. It will not stop raining.
I know. I've been saying we're in Seattle this whole time. And that does make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so Of course, if you're not following along, then you need to. You can follow along on social media. Search My Best Me Chat with 2 T's. Of course, you can follow along on WDEF.com. And Sarah, you mentioned that you take care of all their foods, but you also communicate with the whole team. Of course, you can always visit Sarah at Lifestyle Cuisine. I personally love her food. It's so good. You definitely need to try it out. And you can always start your own My Best Me journey. People just like Sarah and Christy and Dr. Sean are here to get you started, develop that customized plan that is going to work for you, just like we're seeing it work for Mike and Elisa. We'll check back in with the whole team here in just a few weeks. But in the meantime, Mike and Elisa, keep up the great work. Sarah, Christy, and Dr. Sean, thank you for all that you do.
Thank you very much.